Yes, it's clear. Great. Awesome, guys. Awesome. So today we are going to start with what? What are we going to start with today, guys? Let me know. First of all, I want you guys to answer me. What are we going to do today? आज क्या करेंगे हम लोग? हैं? क्या हम DSA करने वाले हैं? Are we going to do DSA? Lead code. Yes, we are going to start with our very first lead code question. Okay, that is our today's aim. We'll be starting with a very first lead code question. I wanted to do a little bit more today, but we will not be able to do more than one question because I have to go home a bit early. My parents have given me a surprise visit and today is their anniversary, so I'm taking them out for a dinner. I had to leave right now itself, but I told them that I have a boot camp. Let me at least do one question with them and then we'll leave. Otherwise, the kids will think that, yeah, he told we are going to do lead code. He now not come in class. What is this? Right? So we'll start with our today's first lead code question, guys. And I will guide you guys how to think about stuff. Okay? This is, see, you can find a lead code solution anywhere on the entire internet. Okay? The point is not that. The point is how to find the solution. Like how to think about the solution itself. Now, thinking about the solution is not as if like I'm going to tell you and voila, and from tomorrow onwards every lead code question you're going to solve right away. Okay? That does not work like that. Building logic, building an understanding of solving questions is like mathematics. You learn a little bit, you practice a lot of questions, you do some tests, you solve some questions without seeing the answers, and then you start getting the hang of it. The exact same thing goes on with coding as well. If you want to do lead code properly, make sure that you guys are actually spending time on practicing as many questions as possible. The more questions that you practice, the more your understanding will widen, and it is okay to look at the solution if you're not able to think about it on your own. But the major thing is to remember the solution as well, so that if a similar problem ever comes before you, you should be able to solve it. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Thank you so much, Priyanshu. Actually, my brother's name is also Priyanshu, so thank you so much. Okay, so are you guys able to understand what I'm trying to say, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Yes. Happy anniversary, sir. It's not my anniversary. I'm not married. I'm not single. I have a girlfriend, but I'm not married. I will marry her. Okay, so let's continue from right over there. Let me first bring out the live chat on my screen and let me share my screen as well, because without that, that is not right, right? So let me share my screen as well. Share screen, entire screen share. Let me bring my ugly ass face down in the left hand corner. Okay, so and now let me open up lead code. Okay, so I've opened up lead code right over here, guys. Okay, and then we go to the problems. We go to the problems from right over here. As you're able to see, these are the different problems that are currently there on lead code. So there are multiple problem statements right over here, if you guys are able to see, right? A lot of problems, right? And you can even select how many problems you want to see at once. So I'm seeing 100 problems right over here. I can go to different pages. I can see that the problems are also listed as easy, medium, and hard, and so on and so forth. So a lot of problems are there of lead code right over here, which you guys can definitely go through and select which type of questions do you guys like and solve those questions accordingly. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Okay, so I'll select a random question. This is a question that we did in the last boot camp as well. So let's select this. This is a medium question right over here. So it's not easy, but you will be able to see that it is just based out of logic. Okay, the entire question is just based out of logic, guys. Okay, and if you see this particular tick mark, that means it has the solution along with it as well. So guys can go through the solution, but always try to solve the question first on your own. Okay, always try to solve the question first on your own itself. So let's select this particular question. Again, let's open it up. So this is the question, guys. Let me increase the size of the screen so that you guys are able to see the question clearly. The question basically states, I want everybody to read the question along with me, guys. Don't just listen to me. Read the question, read the examples properly. Given an integer array nums, okay, so we are having a number array called as nums, okay, and it is an integer array. Rotate the array to the right by k steps. Okay, I don't understand what do they mean by rotate the array by right by k steps, so we'll see that. Okay, where k is a non-negative number. Okay, done. Let us look at an example to understand what is rotate the array to the right by k steps. What do they mean by this particular question? Let us try to see the like explanation and some examples right over here. So we are having a numbers array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we are having rotate it by 3. Okay, k is equals to 3. Okay, so we have to rotate it to the right by 3 spaces. So the first rotation to the right, okay, so the last number becomes the first number, that is the first rotation, and the rest shifts a bit further. Then again the 6 comes at the first position, everything shifts, and then 5 comes to the first position and everything shifts. So this is the final particular result that we require after rotating the array to the right by 3 spaces. Are you guys able to see this particular example and understand what do you mean by rotating an array to the right by k spaces? Are you guys able to understand it using this particular example, guys? Please let me know. I don't think so this is something that I need to explain, right? So we need to write a code that takes in the nums array and the k and is able to rotate the particular array by that k spaces. Okay, good. Similar to that, this is also an array which we are having rotated by 2 spaces. So the last 2 will become the first 2 itself, and so on and so forth. Again, I am able to understand this. I don't think so there is any kind of problem with this as well. Okay. Is only k is equals to 3? Why can't it be 4 or 5? Because that is an example. Okay. It can be any number, but this is just an example to help you understand the question. So here k is equals to 2, right? It can be anything, just non-negative. Okay. There are some constraints that is being given to us as well, that the length of the nums array will be less than or equal to 10 to the power 5. That means less than a lakh, and it should be greater than or equal to 1. Similar to that, the elements given inside of nums I is within the range of your normal integers itself. This is the range of your normal integers. Okay, and then you are having, so can't we input function in C, give input function in C? So can't we give input function in C? I'm not able to understand your question, Anand. Okay, and the value of k again can be less than or equal to 10 to the power 5, that is 1 lakh, and can be equal to 0 as well. Okay, so we have got some of the things. Okay, try to come up with as many solutions as you can. There are at least 3 different ways of solving this problem. Can you do it in place of 1 extra space? Okay, so we'll think about all these things while moving with the question. So this is basically how your interview will go on as well. Your interviewer will give you a question like this, okay, that given an array rotated by k spaces where k is non-negative, he'll give you some examples like this. Once you write your code, and it will give you some constraints as well. This is exactly how your interview for any tech company will be going on at any particular point of time, no matter where you are applying at. Once you basically get the question, you will have to write up the solution for that. That is the C++ or Java based code, whatever you prefer. Once you do that, then the interviewer is going to ask you these type of questions, that can you give me one more solution, can you do it with no extra space, okay, you have to do it in place itself, can you do that? So these are some of the things. This is exactly, this lead code basically trains you for your interviews. Okay, that is the point of lead code. It basically trains you for your interviews. Now let us think about some solutions, guys. Let us think about some solutions. Shall we, guys? Shall we think about some solutions? Yes? Okay, so let me open up a particular drawing board for you guys. Okay, let me make it a little bit bigger. So the question basically states that we are having a number array. We will also take in the same particular array itself. Okay. Let me directly do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and k is equals to 3. Okay. And the final output that we are getting from this, right? What is the final output, guys? Final output is 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Can you see something in this, guys? Can you see something in this? Okay, let us take another example right over here. Let us take another example, the second example as well. -1, -100, 3, 99, where k is equals to 2. You are having the final output as 3, 99, -1, -100. So, can you see some similarity? Like, can you see some pattern in this, guys? Can you see some pattern in this? Let's start from right over there. Can you see some pattern in this, guys? I think so. I made some mistake right over here. I'm so sorry. Okay, the question was actually a bit different, but it's fine. We will take this particular example itself. We'll take that example as well if that is the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is also one example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and k is equals to again 3. In that we are having the answer as 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so one of the solutions that is coming in is that we can divide the array into two halves based on the value that is there, and we can just rotate both of them. So if we rotate both of them, what are we able to get? This is one of the things that somebody is saying, that we'll divide the particular array into two separate halves based on the value that is k. Okay, so we can divide it into n minus k and then k. Okay, these are the, where n is the number of elements in the array, and we'll rotate the array. Okay, both these smaller halves itself will rotate it. So if we rotate that, what are we getting? If we rotate these halves, guys, what are we getting? We're getting 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we are getting 7, 6, and 5. This is what we are getting right over here. Now, can you see something again similar in this, guys? Again, we need to reach this. This is our final answer, guys. How can we reach from here to here? Can somebody let me know? How can we reach from here to here, guys? Can somebody let me know? Guys, I think so this is way too easy for you guys. You guys actually came to the right solution very easily. We'll reverse it once again. We'll reverse it once again. If we reverse this, what do we get? We get 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. We get the final answer. We get the final answer, right? This was based on pure logic. This is based on pure logic. We didn't have to do anything. We didn't have to do anything right over here. We were able to get the final answer directly. Very simple. What did we do? We had k is equals to 3. We divided the entire array into two halves. One half was n minus k. What is n minus k, guys? That is number of elements. N is number of elements. So 7 elements are there. So 7 minus 3, that is 4. And then k is equals to 3. These are the two halves in which we are dividing the entire array, and we are rotating both the halves. We are rotating both the halves, and that is how we are able to get the final answer. Similar to that, right over here, if we take up another example here as well, right? What will be the two halves that in this particular array, guys? What will be the two halves that we will have to create in this particular array, guys? Can somebody let me know? What will be the two halves that we'll have to create? Pianshu Tiwari, anything is possible in love and war, and this is programming. It is going to be a love as well as you are always going to be on war with it as well. So anything is possible. Okay. So we will be creating two halves right over here as well. What are these two halves? Minus 1 and 100. How? N is equals to 4. 4 elements are there. K is equals to 2. That is equals to 2. So these two will be in the first half. And K is equals to 2. So these two will be in the second half. Right? We'll reverse them. So minus 100, comma, minus 1, comma, 99, comma, 3. And then we'll reverse the entire array once again. So that will become 3 comma 99 comma minus 1 comma minus 100. That is the final answer that we were looking for. Okay, that is the final answer that we were looking for right over here. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Now the question, Noel has asked the right question. Okay, see, problem that most of the people will be having is that they will be able to figure this out. They will be like, oh my god, we did so well, we are Intel, we are next level, we are the best. Okay, but what they will do right now is they will start coding it, they will submit it, and they will fail. They'll start coding it, they will submit it, and they will fail. Why? Because they didn't think of edge cases. They didn't think of edge cases. What if in the case K is greater than the number of elements in the array? K is greater than the number of elements in the array, guys. What about that particular case? Let us take the first example, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wherein K is equals to, let's say, 5. Okay, the number of elements in the array is also 5 and K is also equal to 5. So the first rotation will happen 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second rotation will happen 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Third rotation will happen 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Fourth rotation will happen 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And the fifth rotation will happen right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after every n rotations, you get back your original array. You get back your original array. So in the case your K is greater than n, what do you have to do? You have to just get the n K percentage n. This is your new K. Do you know percentage, right? The modulus, this is called as the mod operator or the modulus operator. What it gives you is the remainder after division. It gives you the remainder after division, guys. Okay, you guys know division, right? Dividend, divisor, and remainder, right? So it gives you the remainder after division itself. So let's say our K was equal to 7 in this case. So 7 percentage n is equals to 2. Here in our case, n is equals to 5. So it gives us 2 as an answer. So we just have to rotate, because after 5, this is the case. So we just have to rotate the array by 2 to get our final answer. Anand, why? What you are not able to understand, let me know. So if K is 7, right? We are rotating the array here by 5 times. Okay, so after the 5 times rotation, we get the original array back. Now we have to rotate it 2 more times, right? K is equals to 7. So we need to rotate it 2 more times. So what do we get? Again, we will get the exact same thing. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. This is the final answer. So instead of rotating it by 7 times, won't it be better to just rotate it by 2 times? Won't it be better to rotate it just by 2 times, right? That is the reason why Initially, when you're taking in the k, you make k is equals to k percentage n, so that you need to rotate it. So the value of k will always be less than n. The value of new k that you want to rotate it by will always be less than n. Now you just have to rotate the array. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes, everybody is able to understand. Is there somebody who's still not able to understand? I think so. This is something. K का वैल्यू 7 से कहाँ से आया भाई? गांड से निकाल के डाला यहाँ पे. लेना है तुम्हें? नहीं ना भाई, एग्जाम्पल है, उसके ऊपर इतना क्या तुम लोग बैठ के उसको ऑपरेशन कर रहे हो? किसी की पूरा महाभारत खत्म हो गया, इस बंदे को अभी तक ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा कि भाई हम लोग अभी एग्जाम्पल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, जस्ट टू अंडरस्टैंड द टॉपिक. ऐसे पढ़ोगे तो कैसे चलेगा? अगर ये समझाना पड़ रहा है कि एग्जाम्पल क्या होता है, इफ आई हैव टू मेक यू गाइस अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज एन एग्जाम्पल, देन हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू स्टडी डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स एंड एल्गोरिथम्स? See, it's good that you guys want to like learn new things, but if you want to learn new things, you have to become a little bit more like IQ. I'm not talking about like, this is not related to me teaching you programming. This is less like general, like paying attention. That is what I'm saying. If k is equals to n, then no need to rotate the array. Very good. There is no need to rotate the array, right? Because it is equal to our particular value. Good. That is a good particular thought process. Okay. Okay. So, shall we start, guys? Please let me know. Yes. Okay, so first what we're going to learn about is that we're going to learn about a new thing. There is an STL, okay, standard template library that is existing, which helps you to rotate the array as well, which helps you to rotate your vector as well, guys. So for that, we will go back to, we will ask the questions here. Okay, that joke, I got it in my mind. I don't know if you guys have heard about that joke or not. We will ask the questions here. Okay, I've already done that. Oh shit. Okay. I think so. I've already written the particular thing itself. Okay, कोई बात नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं है. I'll just delete all this code. I didn't knew that I already written the code. I thought that I'll write it from scratch for you guys so that you guys are able to understand. But nevertheless, we will use it. Okay. So right over here, the first thing that we're going to do is we already have got two inputs for us. That is the nums array and our particular integer k. First, we'll update the value of k. K is equals to k percentage. How to calculate the number of elements in a vector, guys? K percentage n, right? How to calculate the number of elements in an array, guys? Can somebody let me know? I think so. I've already taught you guys this. I've already taught you guys this, right? सर घर वालों के साथ देख रहा था तो उनको भी बताओ जोक. Guys, how to calculate the particular number of elements in a vector? I have taught you guys this in our yesterday's class itself. Nums dot size. Don't forget parenthesis, guys. Don't forget parenthesis. Omkar, you are right, but parenthesis. Okay. So nums dot size. This will get us the particular what were we talking about? The number of elements in the particular array. Okay. The next thing that we have to do is we have to reverse the particular first half of our array. Now, if you guys remember, Okay, if you guys remember, the first half of the array basically means starting from the first particular position, to, for our k was equal to, what was our k is equals to 3, right? That was our k. So till here, okay, till here we have to rotate the array. Okay, this is the part we have to rotate the array. So we are having a STL that is there, that is called as reverse. So this is an inbuilt functionality available in C++ for vectors itself, which helps to reverse a vector. Sorry, which helps to reverse a vector itself. Yeah, I said the right thing. Why did I say sorry? Okay, so if you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you want to reverse this completely to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then you just put reverse, then the pointer to the beginning of the array. How to get the pointer to the beginning of the array, guys? Can somebody let me know? How to get this particular pointer, guys? Can somebody let me know? How to get this particular pointer, guys? We have talked about it in our yesterday's class. What is the code for that? vec.begin. Okay, vec.begin, begin, right? That is how you get the pointer to the first number of the array, right? And then you put in the pointer to the end of the array, guys. If you guys remember, vec.end points to a place after the particular array has ended. So you just put it up right over here, vec.end. Okay, so that will rotate the entirety of the array. But I don't want to rotate the entirety of the array. How much array do I have to rotate? Starting from the first particular position till here, this is the part that I want to rotate. Let's consider this as a mini array. So the starting of this array, the beginning of this array would be the same particular thing. This will be the begin. But where will be the end of this array, guys? The end of the array will be somewhere here, right? This will be the end of our mini array. So if I want to get a particular pointer to this, how can I get that? Guys? I can do two things. Please do remember, here our k is equals to 3. Okay, our k is equals to 3. What can I do is, I can either write this as vec.begin plus k, right? I can write it as vec.begin plus k, or I can write it as vec.end minus n minus k, right? I shouldn't write this. This is very complicated. So I'll go with this itself, vec.begin plus k. Basically vec.begin, and then I'm shifting it 1, 2, 3, 3 stages. K is equals to 3 for our case. So I'm shifting it 3 stages. So this is where it is going to point to. So it will get us the rotation of the first half of our array, guys. Of our first half of our arrays. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. If you guys remember, we had already talked how to rotate the array. We had already talked what halves should we rotate and so on and so forth, right? So in the exact same manner, right now we are trying to figure out what to put in this particular code. Okay, so let us go back and do it. So we'll do reverse, R-E-V-E-R-S-E, reverse. I hope so I've written the right spelling of reverse. Yes, it is right. Nums. New ms nums.begin begin, okay, comma nums nums.begin begin. My num spelling is very wrong. And then plus k. Now what do I need to rotate next, guys? Let's just go back to our particular drawing board itself. We are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to rotate this. So now our beginning array will point to here, and our ending array will ending pointer will point to here. Now we already know that a pointer to this particular thing is, we have already written it right over here, vec.begin plus k, right? We already know that. So this will be vec dot begin plus k, and this we already know that it is vec dot end, right? So we will use this to rotate this half of the array as well. So let us go back, let us rotate it right over here, reverse it right over here, that would be the right term, not rotate. Okay, so I'll just copy paste stuff. I don't like writing stuff again and again. So control C, control V, comma nums dot end. Now, what do we need to do right now? We have rotated both the halves. The next thing is to basically rotate the entirety of the array, right? So we have rotated the first half, that will be 3, 2, 1. We have rotated the next half, that is 5 and 4. Now we need to rotate the entirety of the array itself. So again, it will point to the beginning of the array and the ending of the array. We already know this is vec dot begin, and we know this is vec dot end, right? So we don't have to worry about anything. We just have to put it up right over here. So again, we'll just copy something from here, I'll just copy this, control C, and we'll go back to the next row, control V, and we'll remove this plus k from here. And that's it. That's it. You have written a medium based solution for lead code. You didn't even know about reverse, but you could have just Google how to reverse vector in C++. Simple Google search you could have done. You could have opened one of the links. You could have gone through the same itself, because you have thought about a solution. You thought about a solution, right? Now you didn't know how to code it in C++. Assume that. You could have just Google it up. You would have read through the entire thing. You would have been, okay, this is how you reverse it. And then you would have implemented this code on your own. And you would have learned a new thing today. You don't need to know the entirety of C++ on day one. You actually don't need to do it. You just need to think about a solution. That is the main point. Initially with arrays, yes, you have to continuously learn new particular data structures, new algorithms, practice it. Slowly and steadily, you'll start developing the skill sets. Okay. Okay, so let's run this. Let's try to run this. Let's see if all the test cases pass or not. Wrong answer. We're getting a wrong answer right over here, guys. Okay. Did I make any kind of mistake while writing the code? Maybe it's a logical mistake that I have made somewhere. Let me check. Let me check this out. Let me do a dry run of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where k is equals to 3. So we are having the first rotation as beginning plus 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is where it will be ending at. So we are reversing only this much. Yeah, we had to, okay, there is some problem. Okay, I think so. I made this particular problem itself right over here. It wasn't meant to be, so we had to reverse this particular area. I think so there was a problem that I've taken it up right over here. Okay, so we had to reverse this particular area. So it should have pointed to here. So that is n minus k, I guess. If this is n minus k, okay. Yeah, I think so. I made an error right over here. Okay, no issues in that. So we just have to do n minus k right over there. Okay, that was my mistake. My mistake, guys. Sorry. So whatever we have to make, that will be n minus k. Okay, let's try to understand this. Here k I had thought about as 3, but I have taken up the example as k is equals to 2. Okay, so that is what has happened. Like, this is all wrong. Okay, no issues in that. We have made a particular error, guys. We have made a particular error. Let us revamp this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are having k is equals to 3. Let us revamp this. No issues in that. We need to rotate this and we need to rotate this. These are the two rotations that we need to do. Okay. So that means the first rotation is here and here. The second rotation is here and here. Okay, so this is the particular values that we need to figure out. We already know this is vec dot begin, right? Vec dot begin begin. We already know this is vec dot end. This is vec dot end minus 3. Okay, minus k itself. So that is the error that we have made, guys. Okay, so we'll just go back. We'll change this vec dot end minus k. We'll change that to minus k. And this will be vec dot end. And we'll change this to minus k right over here. And I think so, I hope so that this works. Yes, both the test cases have passed for us, guys. Let us submit our solution. Let us see if it works for everything or not. Okay. So all our submissions have been passed. It has done in 20 milliseconds, beat 61.18% of the users with C++. Memory we have taken up 27.14 MB, that beats 96.81% of the users. So we have done a good particular solution, right? We have done a good Are you guys able to understand why I have changed this from whatever it was early on to nums.end minus k? Did you guys understand this, guys? Please let me know. This is very important to understand. Nums.end minus k. What was the error that I made? Like I made an error of not writing down the value of k, and that is the reason why we made the error. But the logic remains the same. You just have to figure out what would be the name for the pointers that you want to make. So the actual pointer that will be there will be nums.end minus k. These are the two pointers. So if we see, that is the pointer that is there, vector.end minus k, guys. Okay, can you please repeat n minus k? So if you want to write it down, this particular same pointer in terms of vec.begin, how will you write it down? How do you write it down? You will write it down as vec.begin plus n minus k, right? Vec.begin plus n minus k, where n is 7 and k is 3, that is equals to 4. That is how you will get this particular pointer. If you want to write it as vec.begin, then you will be vec.begin plus n minus k. Whereas if you want to write it in terms of vec.end, it will be vec.end minus k. Okay, so the same particular pointer, you can name it as two particular things as well. Two ways you can find the same pointer. That is up to you guys, which particular method you want to implement in your code. It's as simple as that. Is everybody able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. We are going to solve a lot of questions, guys, a lot of questions. So why was the previous code long? The reason it was long was because I had just written vec.begin plus k. So I wrote it like wrong. While explaining you guys, I forgot the value of k and I just did some shit right over there. So that is the reason why. Okay, so today I want you guys to go and create an account on LeetCode. Go and write this particular solution right over there. That is what I want you guys to do. Submit it. Submit your first particular question on LeetCode. Tomorrow we'll try to solve 2 questions on LeetCode, guys. Okay, 2 questions on LeetCode if time permits us. There are there are very good LeetCode questions that are there. We'll try to solve a few more questions as well. Okay, will that be fine with everybody? Please let me know.